afternoon, good morning, good evening, good whatever time of day it may be for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Layback Gamer, and we are back with some more Minecraft Epoch era. And in today's episode, as you can kind of see, things have changed a little bit. Unfortunately, I lost both my boots and my helmet, so I'm going to have to go quickly craft a new one of those up. So we can, well, get a little bit started on today's episode, which is not going to be too exciting of an episode, I don't think, but it's actually much needed. And why is that not spinning? Tell me that a few pieces of grass can prevent you from spinning? What am I paying you for? Actually, I'm not paying you to do anything. You're not even being paid. Oh, okay, maybe that's fair. It was just this thing deciding to go on strike because of that. The production still flows, and as you can see, everything is expanding. Our ever-expanding iron collection. I don't have that ready there yet, because of the uranium. And as you might see, I have a bunch of stuff in my inventory. I meant to not showcase that just yet, but yes, I've expanded the amount of crates that I've got here because, well, as you can see for the iron, it's just simply overwhelming the storage, overwhelming everything I got. So actually, I need to be a little careful. Am I still gonna get hurt if I do this? Yes. Is it as bad? No. Will this break? No, this doesn't seem to be breaking. Good. Oh, and I've also been accumulating quite the amount of platinum, which was much to my surprise. I don't have that much aluminum left, and that's a bit of a concern. I'm gonna have to get that fixed up soon, before it's too late. At the very least, I can quickly hammer out one of these, or some of these, like that. One. Boom. And there we go. Alright, so now that I've got that fixed, time to talk about what I'm going to be doing in this episode. So hopefully, if I've done my video releases correct, I should have released a time-lapse video kind of explaining the end game of this place. I don't recall a tornado going through here. Oh my god. Oh, I don't recall this. Dang, I was just over there not too long ago when I went out to grab some clay. I went on a big clay gathering spree from the silt veins over by the mountainside, which also turned out to be hiding I don't know how large it's going to be, but a fairly large, what is it called? One of these has it on them. No, not that one. Oh, this one here. This one's going to have it. That's the name of it. So, bituminous coal vein. It's hiding a surface and accessible one of those there. And whenever I want, I can go back and mine up a bunch of coal and bitumen. I'm going to wait until I have fortune on some diamond tools before I go over there, because I can then increase the amount of coal and, well, bitumen I'm getting. And in the case of the coal, also with my pickaxe, also increase the amount of experience I'm getting. But anyways, what I would need to do is I have to increase the power grid, because as nice as it is to have these, this is just not going to be able to power all the excavators I need. And I'm going to need quite a few of them around here in order to harvest up all the ingredients, put them into packing crates, and, well, store packing crates. You can see you got tons of veins around here. I don't know what I'm going to do about the fluids just yet, because, well, metal barrels are good for the early game, but they're not exactly going to carry us through to the end game, because they could only store up to 12 buckets. And I would need a acquiring all the metal barrels isn't the hard part. That part is actually quite easy. I could probably take half a crate of all that iron. Actually, if I wanted to, I could take all of this iron, convert it into barrels, and it would probably do for the pumps. But that's not going to work. That's not going to work long term. I'm going to need to get some distillation towers for that. But before I worry about that, we need to worry about something else that's more important. Power. Currently, what we have going on is not going to be enough power to keep everything powered up. And eventually, all of these windmills around here, they're going to be relocated elsewhere. Like up there on top of the dam, well, the water reservoir area, in order to power my base and anything in the area that I might need. So, we need a more permanent solution. Now, because I don't want to go grab the diesel generator because it's going to produce a lot of pollution, I need another solution to that mess. And that's going to be in the form of my next building, a quote-unquote geothermal power generator. And really, it's going to use, I'm sure you've seen this in some of my other episodes, some of these thermoelectric generators. How these guys work is, apparently I could use them and upgrade them to some other things a bit later, but how these guys work is you need to place a source of hot on one side, a source of cold, and then I think the game takes the difference between the two of them and does a couple other calculations in order to generate power. Yeah, you might be wondering, well, what sources am I going to use? I could use lava, yes, but that's not actually the best source. And the other thing I can also use, I'm going to be using is packed ice. This, I believe, is the best source for what we can get with it, because if I use normal ice, it's going to, I think it's going to thaw out, and then just produces water, and it makes a mess. So, we don't want to do that. So, packed ice is one, and then the other is, believe it or not, we've already been harvesting it. Because there is another source that is far better. And it's got to do with this guy right here. All this uranium, yeah, we're going to be using that to power these thermoelectric generators in our quote-unquote geothermal plant. Now, in order to take care of that, I need to build this thing in a reasonable location. Because I think this is I don't know if this is going to produce radiation around it. I don't want to find that out the hard way. But I know I'm going to be taking at least a stack of this stuff, and I think if we plop it somewhere around here, I'm going to need to bring up my survey tools. If I plop it somewhere around here, I think that should probably be far enough away from A, my base up there, and B, well, just where the main portion of the factory is going to be going. The whole biome is going to be a massive factory at some point, but for the starting stage, it's just going to be this area. As well, I got a bunch to build up over here, which is part of the reason why I've been getting clay. And that's because we're going to be building the walls of the future river out of brick. And so, as you can see here, I've got quite a bit of clay balls ready to go. I haven't excavated everywhere in that area yet, because quite frankly, there's just quite a bit of it there. So, I'm going to eventually return there and mine a bunch more clay. Where's my surveying tools? I think, is it over here? Yes, here we go. Okay. Oh, and a little bit more ice. So I need to get a Silk Touch enchantment on one of my tools so I can just be picking these up without needing to rely on the cubes that we get from them. How much is in this? Okay. That should be enough flux to last for a while. So yes, we're going to be building a permanent solution to the power grid. We just need a decent spot in order to pick it, and I want to pick a spot that think roughly around here, that I don't need to worry about. I don't have to worry about the... Okay, good. We are in the middle of a chunk. That's excellent. I don't need to worry about having to put an excavator in that spot. So honestly, if this is it, this is where we're going to build. Gonna have to pass up on that, sadly, because I do want to get that lava. Alright, let's try right here. Next spot would be one chunk over that direction. What is this? A marble vein? Well, okay, that's good. Okay, brand new chunk, yep. Drill down. Excellent. Alright. This is the chunk that we want to dig in. I think it also has the nice benefit of still being within range of the tornado generator, because as you can see, this place got ravaged by a tornado. I don't know how long ago. Yeah, these things do a lot of damage. Annoyingly so. I think we also had... I also had one at some point come from this direction, and things are starting to heal over here. Yeah, as you can... Yeah. Things are still healing this way. As you can see over there, by the way, I'm slowly working on the edge of the reservoir, and occasionally I just pluck away at it. It's coming along slowly, but surely. And eventually, I'll have the entire basin covered, ready to go. Well, I'll have the entire thing mapped out, ready to go, so we can start to fill it up with water. Once I get to that point. We're going to have to extract a lot of water from underground veins and have fluid pumps. Well, pump the stuff in. Alright, so pop over to here. Dig this up for now. Place that down there. Place that there. We'll mark the mark with torches the chunk boundaries so I know approximately where to dig. And I gotta get digging. Now, so this entire spot here is going to be dedicated to being the thermoelectric generator. How this is going to work is I'm going to have, I think... see, I got more uranium at this point, so I could probably do... I was originally going to do 4 pillars of uranium. Sorry, 1 pillar of uranium with generators surrounding it, and then packed ice on the other side, and the power being funneled up the side of the shaft. But now that I think about it, I'm probably going to have to... I'm going to have to use the uranium on the outside since I got more of that, and it would take me far longer to get it. To keep getting the, to get the packed ice. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of that. And I also got to... These are full of clay. Yeah, those are still full of clay, so hold on. I need to go get some tools. Not tools. A chest. So I can place it down there, and we can put all the items into it. I also gotta finish flattening this land out, too. Oh, the dirt will help with that, because I need to flatten this area up to this height here. And most of the outside, well, I'm going to keep it, flatten it to this land, and then we'll raise it and lower it as need be. That's my plan. Alrighty, so let's see. It'll take some of that. Thank you. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I appear to be a little bit tired. Sure. No, I didn't hear a zombie. I thought I heard a zombie for some reason. Alright, put that away. Good, good. I put this into here. Surprisingly, this can't go in the electrical spot. I guess that's not surprising. Shouldn't be surprising. Let's go ahead and put the core sampler away because we don't need it at the moment. I will eventually need it when I go surveying around the chunks immediately around the thermoelectric place because I'd like to... interesting. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking. I can build... Oh, those are deco craft. Hold on a second. I'm going to need a better storage solution at some point. So let's see here. Tools, computer support. I don't think this comes with any... this isn't going to come with any storage, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it's going to. I would like to get building some of these benches soon because... I could use some additional weapons. Like some of these machine guns, submachine guns, blocks of tungsten. That's going to require quite a bit in order to get to there, but we can get it. And can be loaded with bullets. Oh, uses disposable magazines, which requires, so I can't quite go for that just yet. But if I were to... Is it tools? Oh, revolver. Revolver cartridge. Yeah, so fortunately, that's... Fortunately, we can... This is pretty easy to build. And we'll eventually be using a revolver as part of our arsenal. The only downside is it's a little difficult to reload if memory serves. All right, let's get carving out the start of this place. Then I'll need to eventually build the thermoelectric generators. And finally, end with actually placing all the stuff in here. So we'll come to the edge here. You know what I'm realizing? I'm going to need a ladder too. So I don't, to my knowledge, there isn't anything in this game that is going to give me rad resistance, which is kind of unfortunate because I've been looking through it and there's stuff that can reduce your radiation, but there's nothing that I've seen that can full out protect you. Let's take a few blocks of uranium. I sure hope I don't. Oh, I also completed that quest. We're not ready to go to the nuclear age just yet. We kind of accidentally beelined it for this, so get that placed into there. Yeah, it gives off a lot of radiation. Let's take a look at the quest. Instruction. Oh yeah, because I picked up hempcrete. I could also get some asphalt concrete at some point. But let's go ahead and claim that. Gotta come back up here to ages. Okay, so this one just requires me to activate it. And then I'll be in the nuclear age, so... I could claim this. That'll give me some uranium or thorium. Alright, well, I don't need to claim it just yet, but just note that at any point in time, I can cross over into the nuclear era, which is very exciting. Slow acting radaway. I don't actually know. Slow. I don't know how to craft these. I don't know how to craft them. I think I actually have to go to the nuclear era and tick that off before it lets me, informs me what I need. But anyways, the idea behind the hempcrete was to kind of make the illusion that, oh, all this uranium is being contained inside a place. So, yeah, that's kind of the reason behind that. And I'm going to need a few ladders. So I'm going to start by burying this 4 blocks down. How many blocks do I have to work with? 69. Okay, I think I just have to dig down and hope for the best. I know I'm going to come across our cave system. Means I gotta block that off too with some of the blocks that I mine up. And I don't believe there's going to be invasion hitting us anytime soon, which is fantastic. Let's grab this. Pop over to here. By the way, I've switched over to using veggie strips because I didn't want to make anything too fancy. And veggie strips was really just a bunch of vegetables. We'll get to eating a little bit later. So yeah, this is kind of my plan for the rest of this. Just to reiterate what my plans for the season, I haven't actually made the video as of this recording date, but it will be out as of the publishing date. I believe my plan is going to be off camera. I'm going to finish the rest of the reservoir up. On camera, we're going to be constructing the geothermal plant, quote-unquote geothermal. It's not technically called that in-game, but I'm going to roll with it. I'm then going, and I'd like to kind of stabilize our food source a little bit. So there's not too much more left that I need to do. I still need to get a bunch of equipment for the excavators, and probably some conveyor belts to feed it all into a series of crates and chests. So there's still a fair bit left to go, but I'm hoping to be able to finish everything before the December ends. That's my hope anyways. If I can get that done, I'd be very happy. Alright, and up like that. I don't like the way that sometimes goes. Alright, well, that should be enough ladders. So, let's start with hempcrete here. Clear a bit of room. I should still be protected in this region from tornadoes. Should still be. Oh, let me just throw a couple of these into the food. The game will happily accept that. Alright. So let's see. Don't think I can make it directly in the middle. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I don't think I can make it directly in the middle here. So it's going to be a little offset. That's going to bug me a little bit. Yeah, because let's see here. Make an impression into the ground. Exactly what I need. So if this is going to be the central shaft here, I need this. That dirt. Generators are going here with the uranium piles right there. Then I need off the side. If I just do it like this. That can look kind of nice. And then where would I need to be for a maintenance hatch? I think I can extend this out by 1. Oh, really? We kind of want to have maintenance that want the ability to be able to climb up and down on all sides. So we go like this and be a bit of a star in the ground there. Yeah, I like that. I can live with that. So let's go ahead and mark this off. Like such. Excellent. There we go. This will be the start of the geothermal shaft going down. It's going to take us quite a bit of blocks before we reach the bottom, and I think I have to quickly... Let's go bring our bed over here. That way I don't have to keep running back and forth and back and forth and forth and back, etc., etc. We just quickly go there, and job's done. Eventually got to raise that up. Might be a good idea to say... Oh, hold on. I should have checked on that to start. I don't remember how much I had. The fact that this is still going kind of makes me think I did that recently. Before logging off the previous time. Doesn't hurt though. Yeah, this is fine. This might be a problem. Whoa! Didn't realize how much dust was down there. It's suffocating everything around here. That could be a problem. It is very nice to see that the pollution cloud is cleared off. Little ominous to see that there's just now a trail of sulfur going off in that direction. Doesn't matter to me at the moment, though. And I eventually also have to harvest all of this around here. Once we get... Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I need to improve blast furnace as well. I get that going, and that would allow me to smelt up the steel really quickly. I'm going to need more creosote, coke ovens. Maybe try to figure out how to make a better coke oven too. If I can improve the one that we have, that would be much to our benefit. Now, improve the ones we have, but I'm not... Well... Alright, so what do I need? After that, I need this. I have a creosote oil. So I can get it from a coke oven smelting as well. 3x3x3 hollow. I think I'll need to look into see if there's a better way to get creosote. Because we're going to need a lot of it. Well, sorry. We just need the coke coal. Or I get a bunch of... What can I burn?